Hello, welcome to rural Oxfordshire. With its unique blend of beautiful countryside and a hint of royal splendour in the air, we're back on what will be familiar territory to triathlon regulars because we've returned to the Duke of Marlborough's stunning estate for a very special event. Welcome to this year's Leukemia and Lymphoma Research Blenheim Palace Triathlon. This weekend brings particular reason to celebrate because it's the 10th anniversary edition of the Blenheim event. This triathlon had been long established before the sport burst onto the wider public consciousness, and the race can proudly lay claim to have kick-started thousands of amateur careers. It's still the biggest triathlon in the country outside London, and we're all set for 2 scintillating days of action. One of the best things about this event is that it's the same course and the same distance for just about everybody taking part. But as is often the case in life, there are always 1 or 2 exceptions to every rule. Last year there was a particularly gruelling addition to the race schedule, and this weekend a group of long-distance triathletes have returned with their own unique take on this sprint event, and they call themselves the Weekend Warriors. The Weekend Warrior concept is simple. Unlike all other competitors, when you finish the run, you don't stop. You make your way back to the swim start, set off with the next available wave of competitors, and thereby complete the sprint triathlon as many times as you can over 2 days of racing. You've brought together an intrepid group of volunteers here. Where have they all come from?
Oh, all over the country. It's incredible. And one guy's just come from Brazil, so he's just got his suit together and looks like he's just landed and ready to go. So it's quite spectacular.
Some endurance specialists have come out of the woodwork for this one.
I've done 78 Ironmans, so this is something different, but it's a whole new ball game because it's like a stage race. So it's all about pacing each individual one and adding them up. And I don't think it's possible for anyone to do 9. So I think it'll be the guy who can do the fastest 8.
And is there anybody you think who might just be able to squeak in a cheeky 9?
Well, some of those guys do look a bit racy, so we'll find out.
They all set off in the first wave of the weekend's racing, with Brazilian Marcelo Butenas looking racy indeed. He's leading not only all the other warriors, but the other once-only competitors too. Ominous signs from the South American. 1 hour 12 minutes for his first complete effort is a statement of intent. He has tough British rivals though, as they complete their first sprint triathlon and go straight to the second, with Adrian Fowler and Anthony Gherandini also amongst those looking set to complete 4 triathlons on the first day. This requires average times of under 1 hour 20 each, and allowing for the extra mile-long transition from run to swim. That's impressive. And when it rains on a Weekend Warrior, it rains on a Bradbury too. More and more happy customers come and go, completing their own Blenheim triathlons, but in the meantime the Weekend Warriors just press on, long enough for the sun to start shining and the suits to dry out. It doesn't get any easier though. It's non-stop swim, bike and running, and planning too. Some starts are easy to make and you can take the foot off the gas, but usually there's a deadline and a big effort is required. The Brits aren't far behind, but Marcelo's setting the samba rhythm as he stays on course for 4 triathlons today. Not wanting to end up with 8 medals around his neck over the weekend, he'll just grab the H2 and go. The organisers' race clock won't wait for anyone, and it's something all warriors have to be aware of as the pressure mounts to make upcoming swim start times.
Getting tight for the next wave. I've got 10 minutes to get there.
Here we go again.
Every Weekend Warrior is helping raise money for leukemia and lymphoma research. And with the event overall raising many millions for charities, one of the most touching stories involves the group known as Scarlet's Dragon.
Well, some very impressive performances in the elite field, but what about the Weekend Warriors trying to complete as many sprint triathlons this weekend as they possibly can? And Rob has caught up with the fastest of them.
Well, Marcello is a man on a mission and he's halfway there. You've done 4, only 4 more to go. Are you confident you can complete this Blenheim course 8 times in 2 days?
Yes, Ben, I will try to do this today. I'm planning better than yesterday. Today will be another day. It's a better day. It's weather like in Brazil. I like very much this.
Is triathlon growing in Brazil? Is it a sport that's on the up?
Yes, it's growing, but not like here. This is a huge show. I'm very impressed.
The Weekend Warriors making up only 20 of the total of 7,000 athletes out on the course this weekend.
We're having fun. I'm loving it. The best one.
Adrian Fowler, 274, looks as though he's going to be one of only 4 who will complete 8 sprint triathlons.
And how many's that?
7.
Well done.
Can't quite match Marcello's 8, but different class.
And Marcelo coming in to finish his final sprint triathlon, 8 completed. That makes 6,000 metres in the water, 160 kilometres on the bike, and well over 40 kilometres of running. What a performance! What a performance! And finally, the Brazilian takes a medal, and it's well deserved.
Even you now are sweating a little bit.
Yes, a little, and I'm feeling very tired at the end of 2 days of racing, but now it's time to rest a lot.
I'm sure Dr. Bob feels the same. That's Robert Hogg finishing now. Ben Musgrave, 8 completed.
I've done 6, that's what I'm planning on doing. So some of the guys have done 8, but they're a bit younger and a bit faster than me. So I'm very, very pleased.
And here comes Adrian Fowler, who only 2 years ago was a spectator here at Blenheim. He was inspired by the event, and now he is a Weekend Warrior.
Hardest thing you've ever done?
Yes, by miles. You know, and I've been doing some Ironman events, but this tops the lot. You know, it's been incredible. Unbelievable day.
Well, I suspect that his performance will inspire many, many more. It's been another brilliant weekend at Blenheim.
Everyone kind of cheering you on makes you go that bit further.
It's worth it just for the atmosphere, the venue, the destination, the fact that people come out, bring their families. You can't match that feeling because it's not just the race, it's the energy you get from the crowd, and you can't match that.
Would you come back for another crack next year?
We would we?
Yeah, it's really lovely.
The best atmosphere of any triathlon.
Fantastic. It's best of the year. Excellent.
Well, this 10th anniversary edition of the Blenheim Palace Triathlon promised much, and it's delivered on every single level. We've had 2 sparkling elite victories from Emma Pallant and Matt Sharp. The Weekend Warriors have proven they're more than up to the task over 2 gruelling days, and thousands of club triathletes and newcomers have once again helped to cement the legacy of this great event. Round 2 of the British Triathlon Super Series takes us to Windsor, but in the meantime, from everybody in Oxfordshire, bye-bye for now.